welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over the SUVA Beauty, I think that's how you say it, their Cupcakes and Monster palette. It is this bright palette. Y'all know that these are my colors and I love them. So I do have a review to go ahead and give you guys before we actually jump into the tutorial. Some of these are very buttery to the touch when you first go in and touch them, but some of them, they're the types of eyeshadows where you have to kind of take off the top layer. It's a little bit chalky. I'm even like cringing because I hate the feeling of chalk. They're kind of chalky at the top and then you get down and then they are all buttery. So overall they are very buttery. They have beautiful swatches, but like I said, some of them you do have to play around with a little bit before you do get the butteriness. So we are going to be doing a bright look today, kind of like a sunset type look, and I will put swatches in right here. So I'm really excited about this. I am going to be using my Huda Beauty palette as well, just to help with some of the shades, since we don't have any shimmers or, you know, a lot of transition shades in this palette. It's obviously very bright. We need to use something else. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so just for safe measures, I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty palette first. I'm going to go in with Shy right here. It is a mauve shade, and I'm going to go in with my Sonia Kashuk transition brush. I did play with these shades, and I went in straight with them a little while ago, and they went on fine. But just since I am going to work, I don't really have time to redo this if I mess up. So I'm just going to use this as my initial transition shade, and we're just going to put it all over the crease and pretty much on the lid too, just so we can get a good set down. I do still have my eyelash extensions. An update on them, I've had them for a little over 3 weeks now, and my right eye, they started falling out after I could put water on them, so you can't get them wet for 2 days. So after about 72 hours, I did finally get them wet because I wore makeup, I had to take it off, and I got in the shower and like 3 or 4 of them fell off initially. So that was kind of a bummer because I paid $80 for them and they started falling out like the first day. So that kind of stunk, but overall they still look pretty good for 3 weeks old. I think I am going to go in and get a 30-minute fill just to kind of touch up the spots, because I definitely don't want to pay the full price to get them completely redone because it's not time yet. Okay guys, I think we're just going to go straight into these bright colors. I'm going to take this yellow shade, the name is Funny Face, and I'm going to take it on a Morphe R37 brush. I'm going to pack a good amount on, and I'm going to tap all of it off just because, like I said, I've only played with it once or twice, so I really don't know how pigmented they are. If you've never heard of SUVA Beauty, I really wish I knew how to say this name. They are really known for their Hydra Gel liners. They look like this. They're like a water-based liner, and they have so much pigmentation. It's crazy. I really wanted to use it today, but it's not gonna match the color scheme that we're going with, so I thought I'd hold off on that. So it's not as pigmented as I thought it was going to be, and like I said, I picked up a lot of color. So we're going to not tap any of the excess off this time. We're going to see if that helps. Oh, that does help a little bit. Okay, so we're just going to blend this into the crease. So as y'all know, I have extremely dry eyelids, and it's not cracking on my eyelids initially, so that's really good because some eyeshadows that I try for the first time, they automatically start cracking and breaking up on my eyes no matter what type of primer I try. So I think we're good to go on that. Now I'm going to take a Morphe R41 brush, and we're going to take this bright orange red shade. I think this is in Bloody Mary. No. Am I reading these shades right? I messed up. The yellow shade is Electric Slide, I think. Shade's Electric Slide, and then this red shade is Bloody Mary, and the only reason I know that's right is because I actually bought another one of it, even though I already have this one. So maybe I'll just do a giveaway with it. Thumbs up if you want a giveaway. So we're going to pack this on. Whoa, look at that color. We're going to pack this onto the outer corner. I'm going to take a Morphe M330 brush, and we are just going to blend that out. These blend really easily. Some shadows you really have to sit there when you do this packing method. You really have to sit there and blend and blend and blend before you can actually get any of it to move. But this is working out really well. It's not as pigmented when you blend it out, but you know, whenever you blend out bright shades, a lot of them aren't as pigmented. And so we're just going to go back in with whatever is left on this brush and just kind of pack it all over the crease here just so we can get the use of it. Put it a little bit in the inner corner, and we are just going to continue to blend with that M330 brush. This color I'm really going to spend a lot of time blending because since this is our last shade that we are putting in the crease, we really want to make sure that it is blended, that there are no harsh lines, and we may even go back in with that yellow shade if we need to buff out any harsh lines that we see. On this eye, I think I'm just going to pack it on automatically all over my lid. Just to see if there is a color difference with initially putting on all the color or if going in and packing on the color helps any. These blend out so easily. Like, these are so effortless to blend. I'm really shocked. So packing on all the color at first rather than packing it on, blending, and packing on more definitely gave me a lot more color payout. So I'm going to go in on this eye with just a little bit more because our eye over here has a little bit more payout, and we're just going to blend a little bit more. So I'm going to take my Naked Skin Concealer and we are going to cut out a part of our crease. There's not a lot left in this concealer, which is why I'm just initially going in with it instead of going in with a, like a, what are those things? A brush. I went mind blank. We're going to go in with this Ofra brush. It's an 11 brush, and we're going to go in with this white shade Got Milk, and we're going to set down that concealer. We're not going to use this as the initial shade. I just really want to see how pigmented it is because the swatch of this was bright. We've got a little bit of fallout, but nothing a little powder can't fix. This is a bright white, woohoo! I was originally going to go in with this super bright silver, but then I was on the Instagram and saw a video and this girl used rose gold, so I'm going to go back in with my Huda Beauty palette and I'm going to go in with the shade Angelic. It's this rose gold up here. I use it in a lot of my tutorials, and I'm going to just use this Morphe brush. Doesn't have a name, no number. And we are going to pack that onto that white color that we just put down. Also has quite a bit of fallout, so we're definitely going to have to get some translucent powder to fix this mess we are making. SUVA Beauty also has a neutral type palette that's this size. It's not necessarily all neutral colors, but it's not all these bright colors, but that's how I found them. Was they are a brand that have a ton of bright colors. Like I said, they're known for their Hydra liners, and y'all know that I love bright shades. So that's initially why I was drawn to this company, and I didn't want to buy the other neutral palette because I have so many and I didn't know how their cosmetics worked, so I really wanted to try this palette out first because honestly, I'm going to use it no matter what. Before we clean up any of that fallout that we have on our eyes, I'm going to go in with that Morphe R41 brush with whatever is left, and I'm going to pack it onto the edges where we put that rose gold shade and on top, because we do need to blend those edges in so you can't really tell that there is a harsh line in between them. It is a very precise look, but we also don't want just straight lines everywhere, so we're just going to blend that out a little bit. So for the lower lash line, I'm going to go back in with Shy from the Huda Beauty palette, and I think I'm going to mix Bloody Mary and Got Milk, the orange and the white, just to kind of tone it down a little bit so we can smoke out our lower lash line. And I'm going to take all of those shades on a Morphe E18 brush. I'm going to add Angelic right there in the inner corner, bring it down a little bit, kind of connect all of those shades. Now y'all know I never use eyeliner in my waterline anywhere besides a wing, but I really feel like this look just needs it. So I'm going to go in with my CoverGirl Perfect Point Plus, and I'm going to line underneath my eyes. I'm also doing this underneath my eyes to kind of help distract from the fact that half of my eyelash extensions are missing. And then I'm going to show y'all a little trick for your waterline. I get a lot of questions from subscribers and friends about a good eyeliner that won't smudge. Half of it is about the actual eyeliner, but the other half which is kind of the most important part, so it doesn't matter if you have a high-end or a really cheap eyeliner. Just take a small little pencil brush. I'm going to take just this eyeliner brush, just an angled one, and you're going to want to dip into an eyeshadow that is the same color as your eyeliner. So I'm using black eyeliner, I'm going to dip into a black eyeshadow. If you're using a purple, dip into a purple, vice versa. Take it on there, and then you're just going to tap that on top of the eyeliner, and not only is it going to make the eyeliner pop more because it's now going to be twice as bold, it is going to lock in that eyeliner and it's not going to smudge. Now obviously over time it may smudge a little bit. I'm not an expert on eyeliner because I don't wear it very often. This is going to definitely help. If you find that your eyeliner is smudging when you're just sitting at your desk or at school all day and you're not doing anything, this will help you. I'm going to go in with ColourPop's Ultra Satin Lips in Calypso. Alright guys, so this completes this look and review on the SUVA Beauty eyeshadow palette, Cupcakes and Monsters. Y'all know that I was going to buy this palette eventually, no matter what the price was, to an extent. Now, if it was Natasha, don't know the price, I don't need it that bad. Overall, they're beautiful. Some of these shades, like I said, are a little chalky at first, but they blend out so easily. I didn't spend half the amount of time that I normally have to with Morphe, toothpaste. So this worked really well, and I do think that it is worth the price, even though I did not buy it at full price. Now that I know how these shadows work, I do feel like I would buy them at the full retail price, which for 8 shades in my opinion is a little bit pricey, but these pans, I'm pretty sure these are 32 or 36 millimeter pans. They're not your average eyeshadow pan size, so if you think about it, you're getting to 2 to 3 times the product as you normally would. It cancels out. It makes up for the price, but they worked so well. Whenever I do try out this Hydra liner, I will let y'all know how that works as well. But overall, I loved it, and I'm really excited to be able to do bright looks like this again because it is summertime, my favorite time of the year. So if y'all like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you want to check out their products, I will leave them down below. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, video requests, leave them down in the comment section and I will be sure to reply to you, and I'll see you on the next video.